If you're having problems with a sticky throttle, here are a few possible fixes. More than likely it's one of these couple problems that I'm about to explain to you guys. A lot of people get the Tor's Eliminator kit, and then when they install their new throttle cable with the Tor's Eliminator kit, they don't install it properly. I believe I failed to mention this part when I did my Tor's install, but your new cable is going to come down and go right through there. I ran it behind this brass piece right here, not in front of it. And then from there, you can see it goes down right there next to the radiator. Goes down right there next to it. And then it splits off and goes through the middle of the gap in the gas tank right here. That's it. So one thing people will do wrong is they'll run it in front of the key right here, and then every time you turn your handlebars, it pinches off that cable. So when you reinstall your cable, if your throttle is sticking, that's a possibility that the cables ran wrong. It just runs straight down. I put it behind this to keep it from touching the radiator. Goes behind the radiator and then goes right to the center of the gas tank, and there's a gap in the middle of the gas tank, and then it goes back and then splits off to go between the two carburetors. If that is installed properly and it's still sticking, another possibility as far as problems goes is a lack of lubrication in the cable. You can buy one of these. It's a cable lube tool. Basically it just slips on. I'll show you on the clutch side because it's a little easier. But it just slips on the end of the cable. You uninstall that nut right there. And then I actually did a video on cable lubing, so check that out if you want. But it's very easy to do. You just buy an aerosol can of lithium grease, or you can use chain wax if you want, or anything like that. And the cable might need to be lubed. That's the clutch side. This is the throttle side, but you can see it there easier. So if one of those two isn't the problem and you're still having a problem, then check out my carb rebuild video. The carb slide can get sand and grit and stuff like that on it, and then it'll be really rough for the slides to go up and down. So the other possibility is that your carb needs to be cleaned. The only resistance you should have when you push on this is the little bit from the cable and then the resistance from the springs. If there's any grittiness whatsoever in your throttle, then there's something wrong somewhere. It should be extremely smooth. Even if you have a twist throttle, it should be extremely smooth and well lubricated. So there's some possibilities if you have a problem with a sticky throttle.